Hey everyone, so today I wanted to come on here and do a video on books for leveling up. I have about 9, maybe 10 books. I don't know right now. I think 9 for sure, but I might find one more to show you. And basically these books cover everything from health and what you put into your body, to etiquette and manners, to finance, to overall just really motivational like topics. So I'm going to kind of go in categories. We're going to go from finance to motivational to healthy, like living and like what you're putting into your body, and then etiquette is going to be the last like category of books that I'm going to show you. So if we're going to go in that order, then let me start off with my favorite book, this right here. Now this book, I take the covers off my book, so this book is called Woman with Money. So this book is by Jean Chasky, and it's called Woman with Money, the Judgment-Free Guide to Creating the Joyful, Less Stressed, Purposeful, and yes, rich life you deserve. That basically told me all I needed to know about this book. I knew that once I started getting into this, I was really going to like it. It touches on like your relationship with money, and then you in control of money, making the most of the resources you have, creating the life you want through investing and real estate and taxes, and just a lot of information that I feel like a lot of people don't know. I don't know about you, but like I didn't learn about finances in school. I think I took one class that taught me about budgeting and finances, and that was when I was in, I want to say 10th grade. So it's been a really long time since I've taken a class really formatted to teaching people about money. I really feel like if you're trying to go on a level up journey, if you're really trying to progress, and one day you hope to retire, or one day you want to have a business, I just feel like if you're a woman who wants to go on any type of leveling up journey, whether it's career-wise or relationship-wise, whatever it is, you really need to know how to deal with your finances, and you really need to know how to deal with your money. And I really love this book. I love the color of this book, obviously. I think this is a really good read, and you can get a lot out of it, and you can get it on Amazon, so I will have it linked below so you guys can get it if you want. So the next book is also about finances. I got this book a while back. This book is called Get a Financial Life, Personal Finance in Your 20s and 30s. I love it. Again, it's really informative. It goes into things like 401ks and dealing with credit card debt, dealing with student loan debt, dealing with car loans, dealing with credit scores, identity theft. All types of things are in this book. I love it. It goes into investing in the stock market, and whether you should rent or buy, or the real cost of owning a home, what lenders look for, car insurance, disability insurance, home insurance, all the insurances they touch in this book. And I just really love it. It goes into taxes. Why is your paycheck so small? The taxes you pay, figuring out your tax rate, filing your tax return, deductions for self-employment, getting your tax life in order. It has so many good things in here. I feel like anyone in their 20s, their 30s, their 40s, anyone who might be 18, or like, you know, really interested in possibly starting a business one day, or you have a job and you just don't know about finances, get this book. Get this book, and then get this book and read them and take all the information in. So the last book in this finance topic is going to be this one. This is Think and Grow Rich. You guys already know this book is like a gem. Everybody talks about this. I got mine on Amazon, and I really like the gold, and I just really like a lot of things about it. I'm not going to really talk too much about this one specifically because I feel like So many people have done videos on this book, and so many people talk about this book all the time. But this is a really good book, and if you really do follow like the steps that it talks about in this book, you can really change your life. So yeah, I feel like everyone really needs to take in these 3 books if you're really thinking about leveling up and you really want to learn more about finances. You know, you can't really level up in life if you don't know how to take care of your money, and you don't know how to get your money to work for you, or if you don't know about filing taxes, or if you don't know about, you know, a Roth IRA, or, you know, just saving or investing in the stock market. You need to get these books, you need to read them, grasp the information that they're giving you, and really take it in. And I feel like this will really help anyone who's on a leveling up journey. Even if you only get one of them, they're all really good. So the next sector of this video is going to be focused on motivational, almost like self-help books. I really love them. I think they're fantastic. And so I have a couple, I think I have 3 that are really nice, and I feel like if you can get your hands on them, it can only do positive things for you, honestly. Like, unless you're not into these type of books, then, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but I really think they're really good. Very similar to the finance books. If you take the information in and grasp it, you really can like change your whole mindset, and then you can really change your life from there on out. So the first book is this one right here, and it's called You're a Badass. Basically, I feel like everybody and their mom has this book. I got this book like 6 years ago. Like, I've had it for a while. I love it. I really feel like this is one of those books that like you can like read it over and over and over again, and it's just really nice. I like the way it's written. I feel like if you're one of those people who just needs a little push, you're kind of stuck, you're feeling stagnant, this type of book is the type of book that would help me if I was feeling like a little bit stagnant, you know what I mean? And so yeah, I'm definitely planning on reading this book again, and yeah, I think it's great. But if you're not into this type of book, I also have 2 other books for you. This book right here is called How to Get Shit Done, and I saw this on Gwyneth Paltrow's Instagram page, the Goop Instagram page. I saw this like 2 years ago on there, and I was like, I could use some help getting shit done. So I bought it, and I'm gonna read you the back of it just so you can get a little like insight on what this book actually talks about. It says, women live in a state of constant guilt. If we're not climbing the corporate ladder, preparing home-cooked meals, meditating daily, and scheduling play dates and girls' nights every week, we feel like we're not living our best lives. Yet traditional productivity books written by men barely touch on the pressures that women feel when facing a to-do list. Now, Erin Falconer will teach you how to zero in on the 3 areas of your life where you want to excel, and show you how to stop giving a damn about the rest. As one of Refinery 29's top 10 women changing the digital landscape for good, Erin has seen what happens when women chase a patriarchal model of productivity, and reveals how even the most perfectionist among us can learn how to feel like badasses. Packed with real-life advice and dozens of actionable resources, How to Get Shit Done will forever reframe productivity so that you can stop doing everything for everyone and start doing what matters to you. This is a great book. And I feel like a lot of us out there could use this, especially if you're trying to level up business-wise, in your profession, in school. I really feel like this book would be super helpful. So yeah, and then the last book in this category of motivation, self-help, is called It Is Not How Good You Are, It's How Good You Want to Be, the world's best-selling book by Paul Arden. Now, I don't know if it's the world's best-selling book for real. I got this at Urban Outfitters, believe it or not, like, I want to say 5 years ago. I got this book a long time ago, and The one thing I love is that this is not really like a read all the way through type of book. This is a book that you are going to open to a random page and you're gonna just read a page, and then you're gonna open it to another random page and, you know, just read it. Like this page says, you don't have to be creative to be creative. It just has like quotes and stuff, and then sometimes it has like actual like words and stuff, but like, you know, the way this is written is just like so fun and kind of innovative, and you don't see books written out like this very often. And I really enjoy it. I really do. It says right here, for example, do not seek praise, seek criticism. And then it like goes into like why you shouldn't seek praise. You should seek people who actually want to give you like criticism, but not in like a horrible, mean way, but people who give constructive criticism. But even if you don't get constructive criticism, your criticism that you get could actually be more helpful to you than people who just applaud you all day. So anyways, yeah, I just feel like this book is really nice. And another thing, I'm gonna flip to one more page. It says, nearly all rich and powerful people are not notably talented, educated, charming, or good-looking. They become rich and powerful by wanting to be rich and powerful. Your vision of where or who you want to be is the greatest asset you have. Without having a goal, it's difficult to score. I mean, do we even need to read the rest of the book after that? I mean, that was a gem. So in my personal opinion, if you had to pick any of these 3 books, I feel like this one is like super easy read, super motivational, has a lot of really good gems in it. And I think you might still be able to get it on Urban Outfitters. But I might try to find it on Amazon for you guys and link it below as well. And then this book, How to Get Shit Done, I just really like it. These are my 2 favorite. This is also nice, but I feel like this is for like a, for me personally, I do feel like this is for like a younger audience. Like this is a book that I read when I was still a teenager. So yeah, I mean, it's still good, but like as a grown woman, I feel like these 2 connect with me a little bit more, like as I've aged, if that makes sense. So anyways, yeah, that's that. So now we are going to go and touch on the one book that I have. I thought it was more than one. I could technically show you more than one. I don't really feel like it's necessary today. So I'm just going to show you this one. This is also a book that I found out about by listening to the Goop podcast. I love Gwyneth Paltrow. I just really like her. And so this is called The Inflammation Spectrum. This book is written by a doctor, and I really like how this book kind of goes into finding your food triggers and resetting your system, because honestly, inflammation is the cause of so many horrible things health-wise. It's horrible. And when you can figure out what causes that in your body and avoid that, I feel like your body's going to be thanking you in the long run. So this, I feel like if you're trying to level up your health, if you're trying to really just get healthier and feel better about yourself, overall, this is a book that I feel like you should get. Now, I don't think everybody probably needs this on their leveling up journey, but if you're thinking about it as like a full body experience, which I feel like leveling up really should be a full body experience, then this book is really informative and really nice. And I feel like it could be really helpful to one of you guys, because it's really helpful to me. Because honestly, just look up, just Google what inflammation does to the body. Just Google it. I mean, if you don't already know, and you'll know why this book is so important. Now, don't ask me why I'm putting this book in, but I kind of wanted to have one more book in this kind of section of like health. So I thought I'd show you this book. I've had this for years as well. I think I got this book on Anthropology, and it's called Eat Pretty. And what I really like about this book is that it kind of goes into all the food groups, all types of food, and like, you know, telling what is in each food, what is good for your pH system, what foods are good for your pH balance, what foods are like good for skin hydration, what foods are good for lustrous hair, what foods are good for detoxing your body, what foods are good for anti-aging and boosting collagen and slimming your silhouette, and beauty sleep and sun protection. It just basically goes into all of that. Did you guys know that beets are really good for sun protection? Because I did, because I love beets. Anyways, and it kind of goes into assembling a pretty plate, and by pretty plate they mean something that's really going to be nourishing to your body but also look good and also taste good. So it's a really nice book, and sometimes I'll like keep this in my kitchen, but sometimes I'll keep it in my bedroom where we are now. And I just feel like they have really nice recipes and everything. Okay guys, so there are 2 more books that I want to talk about, and that will finish out our 10 books for leveling up. So these last couple of books are about manners and etiquette, and I really feel like a lot of people in their lives could use this. You know, I feel like I know a lot about this stuff, but I could still use like a freshening up on these every now and then, and that's why I have these books. So these are the 2 books. I'll start with the one in front first. This book right here is by Marie Chantal of Greece, and it's called Manners Begin at Breakfast. So I'll give you guys a close-up really quick. And for me, when I saw she was first coming out with this, I was like really excited. You know, I think isn't she the, okay, so she's Princess Marie Chantal of Greece. So she's the Princess of Greece. And so basically it says there's no excuse for bad manners, which is true. In today's instant digital world, good old-fashioned etiquette is becoming a lost art. Social graces have made way for social media posts, the younger generation favoring a virtual reality over a real one, but the 2 worlds don't have to be mutually exclusive. Manners Begin at Breakfast. Businesswoman and mother of 5, Princess Marie Chantal of Greece, shares her insider knowledge of proper etiquette for modern children. As the founder of successful children's clothing lines and author of an influential parenting blog, Marie Chantal is constantly asked how she managed to juggle her business, parenthood, and active social life. And with so many inquiries relating to manners, she soon recognized the need for a modern handbook. So, I'm sorry I butchered the reading of that, but this book is really nice because it's not just if you have kids, but if you're a mom and you do have kids, this is something that is really nice because you can read it and start to incorporate some of these things. I really think that some adults can learn from this book too. So it's not just from children. I really feel like when it talks about social media posts, etiquette for parents on social media, it really dives into all those different things about, like, you know, texting at dinner, or like, you know, texting etiquette for children, or texting etiquette for parents. And then it goes into to wear or not to wear, and it goes into clothes and the way like certain things should look, and the way you should tie like your tie, or the way you should sit at the dinner table, and how you should, it's just nice. Overall, this is a book I think mainly for people who want a family, want children, have children, and don't, or people who don't know anything about etiquette. This book I really like, and I feel like it has a lot of things that I didn't think about, like cell phone etiquette. I never thought about that, but this book really enlightened me with a lot of things that it had to say about that. So for me, this is a gem because I feel like, you know, I do plan on having a few more children in the next couple of years, and this is something that, you know, I can definitely incorporate into raising them. And also my son, who's already like 10 years old, this is something that he can definitely incorporate into his life too, whether he likes it or not. So I've saved the best book for last. This book that I'm about to show you is basically where all these people who are doing these femininity videos and courses and how to be more feminine and how to be more elegant and blah blah blah, this book right here is where they got their stuff from. I actually talked to you guys about this book a couple months ago. This book is called Charm and Poise for Getting Ahead. This book talks about everything, about how to get out of a car, how to get into a car, what way to do your makeup, how to do your hair, what outfits you should. I mean, honestly, because it came out in 1976, it is a tad bit outdated, but honestly, I would say 75 to 80% of this book is still really accurate for modern times and really like on point for how, you know, to get ahead if you want to be elegant and feminine in this world. Even in 2020, this book that came out in 1976 is still amazing and really right on. Now, obviously you see the cover and you're like, okay, this looks interesting, but I promise you guys, this book is fantastic, and everyone who can get this book should get it and should read it. So basically this goes into skincare, cosmetic application and corrective makeup, hand care and manicuring, leg care and pedicuring, hair care, shampooing, and hair arrangements. It says coiffure arrangements, but hair arrangements is what that means. Standing, walking, sitting, social postures, handling personal belongings, visual poise for social affairs. The reason you know this book is a tad bit outdated, again, it was written back in like the 1970s, is because they even have etiquette for smoking. They have smoking etiquette because, like, you know, back in the day people used to smoke cigarettes a lot, and even though we don't really do that nowadays, you know, they have a whole like couple of pages on, like, you know, having someone light your cigarette for you and blah blah blah. Like, it's crazy. It's honestly crazy. But they go into lines for figure flattery, the psychology of color and color magic, accessories, the 12 personality types in dress, fragrance, personality, and then they also go into personality development. You know, I see all these videos that people are doing nowadays talking about, you need to talk a lot lighter and wispier and airy, or raise your voice and talk really dainty and stuff like that. And all these things that I'm seeing people do videos on, for the most part, in my mind, are common sense. But I know they're not common sense for everyone. And when I saw this book, you know, I was in esthetician school and my teacher brought this book to school, and it was kind of a gag gift that she was given. But honestly, there's so many gems in this book, you guys. Now, as I said, some of these things that they talk about are a bit outdated for 2020, but it's really easy to take some of the information that's in this book and kind of tweak it for modern society and modern day. It's not hard at all. You know, you can tweak some of the clothing tips that they give you for 2020, you know, and it still would reign true some of the information that they have in this book. So yeah. So I just personally got done taking the School of Affluence course, and for me, I have had this book for a little while, for like basically a year now, almost a year. And I realized that the information in this book is like really what all these people teaching these femininity courses and doing these YouTube videos on how to be more elegant and feminine, this is where this thick book is where this information is coming from. Even if they haven't read it, they're basically relaying information that has been written about for the past 40, 50, 100 years. I don't know. It's like, this is not new information, but this is a book. I mean, this is an old book, guys, and I love that I have this book, and I'm gonna keep reading this book, and I might do a video on this book specifically. But when it comes to leveling up and being more elegant and feminine, get this book. Like, honestly, if you didn't get anything but like 2 or 3 books that I showed you, I would suggest this be like the #1 book you try to find on Amazon or at a public library. Try to find this book right here. And then this book, like Woman with Money, try to find this book. Or this book. If you can't find the blue one, try to find this one. And then this book right here. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.